Okay, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The market has just opened, and we have one objective this morning: to place one trade and get the heck out of here. This is absolutely imperative to my trading style, and if I do this, I know that my results and my backtesting will show that I will be profitable. And when I've done this in the past, I am profitable. 2025 was an incredible year, profitability. It was on a small account, unfortunately, but the percentage and the return was incredible. And even with that, I had some bumps in the roads that probably robbed about 10% at least from me not being disciplined in those moments. So imagine what can be done if I am disciplined. All right, folks, just got back. Nice fresh cup of coffee. So this play I was talking about, it's working out. I didn't take this, okay, so just to be clear. But it's working nicely so far. You would have been to break even. All this play is like if this had a bigger wick, that's all it is. So it's at the opening bell. There's a lot of orders going through. There's emotions. People think it's going to go up. It's going to go down. And if it pushes down or up, it can be the reverse. It can be it pushes up and slams back down in the same 5-minute time frame and just creates a huge wick. I've seen a really nice follow through for that, for a simple 1-to-1. I'm waiting for a trade right now because there's news coming up, and you've heard my pitch on this of just their rules, and they don't allow trade within a certain time of news. So that's all good. Play by the rules or don't trade with them. But I just added, again, I got my trading view over on the right, which it's just too bad. I used to stream trading view, and then for some reason my streaming software didn't like the graphics and it would glitch the audio. Like I tried searching everything with ChatGPT and it couldn't fix it. Bottom line is I'm just slowly setting up my trade locker here so at least you guys can see what I'm looking at. I just set up yesterday's daily high and yesterday's daily low, which on TradingView it's automatic. I have an indicator that does it. But on these guys, I don't have it yet, so that's what I just set up. So I should have showed you how I did it. I took the parallel channel and I ran it. Instead of running it parallel like you would this, I ran it straight across. And so make sure it lines up with your crosshairs. Then I bring it down, and then I changed the color so it matches TradingView. So red represents short, green represents long, yesterday's daily low, yesterday's daily high, and set it up there, and then I can just adjust it every day manually. But I'll still have my TradingView on the right. It's just a weird thing I like to see. Yeah. And I'd like to turn these into SMAs so they're exactly what I backtested. I know it's not a big difference, but yeah, if you didn't see, I ran a killer backtest. I can't remember if I didn't record that one. I backtested on my laptop. I did 1 month of reactions off the moving averages. Dang, man, it was like 70%. Did so well. But maybe I'll do a video on that. It was only 1 month. But like, let's say this closed like this, giddy up, I'm in. However, the simple moving averages, funny enough, they don't. Let's see if I can add the simples. So I don't use fibs. I use the tool for one thing. I guess that's using fibs. So one of the plays is I'm allowed to short. I used to say at, above, or near yesterday's daily high. Well, what is near? That's subjective. So then I made a rule. I was like, okay, let's put some rules behind it. I go like this. Holy Hannah, I forgot I need to take off all of these. And as long as it's in the top 70%, like right here. Okay, you need the one right here. Oops. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. This is just the rule I made. You know what? I don't even need background. No. Yeah, I guess I just want it way thinner. It's just for a quick check. Trend line. I don't need any of that crap. It's a little obnoxious, but I'm going to get rid of it now. So there you go. So we're good. So actually, yeah, that's funny. That could have been a trade. Top 78%. It's just because yesterday's range is so freaking big. It didn't look very close. But anything now we can green light to short based on my at, near, or above. So we're looking for a nice short. Too bad again. Nice trade. Nice trade. Is what it is. And then I personally have about 20 more minutes to trade. 1 minute left on this bar. So again, I'm not a big higher time frame, but I am looking for a reaction here, so I'd like to see something here. And so maybe I can find a bigger time frame level. Right? Like if you keep extending it, you're going to find a level. Right? Like if you go higher, you're going to find one. And so I don't want to be, but I want to know it's there if I get a fat reaction here, but it's not quite at a 5 minute level. 1 hour. Chart's getting a little messy for my liking. Generally, I don't like why are these so bold? I don't need these so crazy. Dude, talk about patience this is taking. Let's flip this around. 1,000, 1,000. Okay. I'm evolving as a trader right now and trying to figure out if I will only trade US 30 or I will allow myself to trade NAS and gold. And maybe I need to limit myself on gold. That one worked as well. US 30 might line up, but like this is beautiful on NAS. I don't know if it's gonna win, but I know. Make sure my risk is okay there. Yeah, we don't need any higher than that. P&L's okay there. Let's see how US 30 is doing for us. We're not in it, of course, but... And you can't see it on the chart, but NAS is above yesterday's daily high. Okay, I like the two top wicks. It's not giving us the reaction we want, but we had a lot going for us. The question is, after the first reaction, would you have got a win? I like to watch this stuff. No, you'd be break even. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out this is the hard part about trading. Like, you're trying to give yourself some rules. And I don't know what the right thing to do is, like to only watch one instrument or allow yourself to trade a second. One could say, well, if you can't master one, why would you go to a second one? One could say, yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Put that on a tweet. The other one could say, why are you not stubbornly, but why are you only watching one? You're missing a great setup, potentially. So why would you sit there and A, miss an opportunity, B, try to force patience for an hour if you had another beautiful trade that presented itself? That doesn't make sense either. So I don't know what the right answer is. But then you have to add your flair to it. This looks good, eh? This looked good. Same idea of what we just did on NAS. How do you operate watching? Do you get more stressed or anxious or confused watching too? Then I would say don't do it. Does your back testing, and this is the one part I'm nervous about, does my back testing agree or confirm that what I'm seeing is even relevant on NAS. Or is it the way NAS and US move differently? Maybe it's not relevant. I don't know. I also chased this a bit, right? I was supposed to be in here. So we chased it a little bit, which is not ideal. I don't think we're going to see... Yeah, we'll see. Normally I watch this to get it to break even. I don't know what I do if I've hit my 730 where I got to finish trading. We'll play it by ear. One thing's for sure. If this loses, I'm out of here. That is like the absolute golden rule in my trading. One loss, out of there. I am not perfect at this, but let me tell you, when I am for months at a time, I'm profitable. Period. Like, it is clutch. Clutch. I'm actually a half decent trader on my entries, and then the losers get in the way. I get in the way. Losers are part of the game. I just get in the way and I don't manage them properly. And then I goof it. Yo, just for fun, I was looking up some like trading quotes to like, I was prepared to take a loss here. If this closes down here, I feel really good. Like really good. Triple wick. Oh my gosh, I feel really good. That's where old me, I would double up on a risk. But I'm not doing that, especially with this prop firm. But I want to read for you a couple quotes here that, dang. So this is from Ed Seikoda. It says the elements of good trading are cutting losses, number 2, cutting losses, and 3, cutting losses. If you can follow these rules, you may have a chance. So this is interesting. So for me, I don't manage or cut them early, but like when it hits an SL, it's game over. I've proven to myself and know that it's game over for you if you can't do that. This is a good one too, from Martin Zweig. It's okay to be wrong. It's unforgivable to stay wrong. Also true. I try to explain that to my, let's say, like my accountability coach. He's not a trader, and I just try to explain. Losing trades, being wrong, fully part of the game. You're not allowed to have one slip up where you went outside the boundaries or rules. You might survive, but you could have blown a year of progress, 2 years. It doesn't matter. You could have blown it. I had this happen to me a couple weeks ago. I was like 2 trades away from a $10,000 USD payout, and I whiffed it, which is too bad. But keep going. Let's see if we got any other good ones. No other quotes, but some good. It's looking good. Okay. This would have been our US 30 trade, funny enough. Funny enough. It's not the sexiest looking candle. You know, and there's no telling I would have took it, but I don't like the bottom wick. I don't know if I would have took it. But I have back tested that. So that's cool. This, however, let's see what happens. This I am caught in a bit of a mental battle right now of whether I should be taking NAS. I don't know, man. The only reason I wouldn't is because all my back testing is based on US 30. And I straight up just don't know. I can't prove to a judge that there's any responsible reason I took this trade. You know, both US 30, I could show previous data performance just on how this index moves. Another good one. Another quote here. The best strategy in the world won't do you any good if you allow emotions to trump logic 100%. The question is, how do you do that? Okay, I won't let my emotions trump. Like, how are you going to do that? You might be gifted where you can literally just command yourself not to be emotional and overcome it. Never been the case for me. Well, or I should say it took a lot longer than I desired to get to that place, and it's still not perfect, and I believe it requires accountability good accountability and doing your best to make it very simple, like the process simple, so that I think when you're adding complexity and a bunch of layers, your brain can get stressed and it just makes it harder. But if you're going in with like 1 or 2 or 3 things to check off and just you're done, I think it's a little easier. And safe to say, we're about to lose this trade. It's another good one. This is another good one. The guy says, there's no single best way to trade. There is, however, a best way for you to trade. Oh, freaking perfect. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I've preached that a lot on this channel. You gotta find what works for you. There's thousands of ways and like when you look at all the variables of the decisions to make, there's so many ways you could decide to trade. You gotta find what works for you. And what that means is like, what do you feel naturally inclined towards? When you watch a guy talk about ICT, do you like it? Or does it stress you out? Does it confuse you? Now, everything in the beginning will be confusing. But when you try to learn it, do you like the idea of looking for kind of multiple confluences? And within ICT, you can make it simple. I wait for an FVG to form, and I wait for it to pull back and react to that level, and I get in. That's easy. Right? There's all different variables of that. Actually, that play is right here. FVG. Price came back down, reacted again, and aggressively denied it. And then you're in. Now, it is tempting to close this trade. However, yeah, we're good now. But if it was testing this again and didn't, and you push back down, like, you're going to feel like an idiot. Like, just let it. That's the way I am. I like to set it and forget it. Okay, so we've taken 2 losses in a row. That sucks, but it's okay. We move on. And the last time I opened up this challenge, I had like 7 winners in a row, and it was amazing. Just felt so good. But that's all I got, folks. So I'm going to shut it down. All your hopes and dreams and success is riding on this one moment right now. When you're taking your loss, shut it down, or it's game over. Okay, peace out. See you later. Thanks for watching.